It began on a quiet autumn morning in a little town surrounded by whispering trees and fading memories. Claire Thompson had just inherited her grandmother's old house, a white, weathered home on the edge of Willow Lane. She hadn't been there in years. The air smelled of cedar, dust, and the faint echo of time. Every corner seemed to hold a story. Every creak of the floorboard felt like a whisper from the past. Claire wasn't there to stay, just to clean, sort boxes, and prepare it for sale. But fate had other plans. That afternoon, sunlight spilled through lace curtains. In the attic, Claire opened an old chest. Inside were faded photos, brittle letters tied with ribbon, and a small leather-bound book. She brushed away the dust and read the name, Mary Ann Thompson, 1948. Her grandmother's diary. She hesitated. It felt sacred, private. But curiosity won. She opened the first page. The handwriting was graceful, full of youth and dreams. At first, the pages spoke of dances, summer picnics, and evenings under oil lamps. Then, slowly, the words grew darker. Her grandmother wrote about a tragedy, a night the family never spoke of again. She wrote of her brother, Samuel, kind, gentle, wrongly accused of stealing a family heirloom. They said he ran away, the diary read, but I never believed it. He was too honest. Claire's heart ached. She had never heard of Samuel. Why had her family erased him? That night, the diary lay open beside her. The pages glowed softly under lamplight, calling her to read on. By dawn, she'd finished half the book, and one sentence changed everything. I know the truth, but I cannot speak it. Claire whispered, "What truth, Grandma?" Her chest felt heavy, as though the house itself was holding its breath. She needed answers. In the morning, she called her Aunt Martha, the last of her grandmother's children. "Aunt Martha," she said softly, "did Grandma ever talk about her brother Samuel?" Silence on the line. Then a deep sigh. "She loved him," Martha said, "but he made mistakes." "Mistakes?" Claire pressed. "Or was he blamed?" Martha's tone hardened. "Leave the past alone, Claire. It only brings pain." Then the call ended, but silence never stopped the truth. Claire climbed back into the attic. The diary was waiting, patient, timeless. Each page brought more secrets, more sorrow. And near the end, a final confession shook her to tears. Samuel was innocent. Father took the heirloom to pay his debt. I let him blame Samuel, and it broke me. Claire covered her mouth. Her great-grandfather, the man everyone praised, had destroyed his own son's name. Her grandmother had carried the guilt in silence her entire life. Claire whispered into the attic air, "Grandma, I'll tell them. I'll make it right to be continued." In part 2, Claire confronts her family, and the hidden truth changes everything. The next morning, the rain fell softly over the old Thompson house. Claire sat at the kitchen table, the diary open before her, tears staining the yellowed pages. She picked up her phone and called Aunt Martha again. "Aunt Martha, please," she pleaded, "you need to see this. Grandma wrote everything down." After a long pause, her aunt's voice softened. "Come over." When Claire arrived, Martha sat waiting in the old parlor, a cup of tea trembling in her hand. Claire laid the diary on the table. "She carried this for 70 years, she said. Her aunt hesitated, then turned the pages slowly until her eyes met the confession. Tears welled up. "I never knew. Mother never told me. We blamed him for nothing." "She was protecting your grandfather," Claire said gently. but she was protecting a lie. Martha whispered, "Then maybe it's time to tell the truth." That weekend, they called a family gathering at the old house. Cousins, grandchildren all came, curious and cautious. In the parlor, the same room where generations had celebrated birthdays, Claire began to read aloud. Her voice trembled, but she didn't stop. She read Marianne's words, every confession, every tearful line, until the truth hung heavy in the air. When she finished, silence filled the room. Then Martha spoke softly. "For decades we lived with shame that wasn't ours. Samuel deserves peace." Claire nodded. "Let's give him back his name." The next day, they placed a small photo of Samuel on the mantel, the same spot where the stolen heirloom once stood. Someone lit a candle, and for the first time, light filled that corner of the house again. Outside, the autumn wind calmed. The walls seemed to sigh in relief. Generations of silence, finally replaced by truth. Claire smiled faintly. "The past doesn't need to stay buried," she whispered. "It just needs to be understood." Moral: only the truth can heal the past. Lies may protect us for a while, but truth sets our hearts free forever. When we face what was hidden, we give peace to those who came before us, and hope to those who follow. Thank you for listening to The Hidden Diary. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who believes that truth, no matter how painful, can heal. Tell me in the comments, have you ever discovered a family secret that changed how you saw the past? Don't forget to subscribe for more emotional true-life stories about honesty, forgiveness, and family bonds. Until next time, keep your heart open and let the truth light your way. Add a final comment at the end and subscribe to the channel in a warm, friendly style.